field. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held that play well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Jones. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jones throwing on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Back to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Paris Campbell, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Hall.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a little too loose with the football there on the pitch.
And that's the danger you run into with that play. So much traffic around, and when the ball gets away from your body a little bit, sometimes bad things can happen.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Open man, here's Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Throwing Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
He's into space past the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Jones looking to change the play. In motion, Slayton. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Down the sideline he goes. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Barkley
trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say,
and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Giants 14, Jets 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw again on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
Hall again on second down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Abanikanda is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones wants to change it up. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, and have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going to try and throw. Campbell making the catch. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 31-yard line.
88.
Straight ahead is Hall. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hall again. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 17 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. He's to the 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Giants 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jones on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Jones throwing on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again.
At the 46-yard line.
Able to locate his man finds Slayton on an out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 46 yards.
And the Giants get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
He's got it at the 2, and he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Down to about the 23.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Rodgers throwing here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A handoff for Hall. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, now Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Jets tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But
all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 37 yards.
And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
22.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now Jones rolling to his right.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it on.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was